Frisco locals are howling for another summer of Main Street Promenade, but council is not convinced. Phil Lindemann, Krystal, 93 News. First, the Board of County Commissioners wants to clean up Summit. Commissioners are exploring a countywide disposal district to streamline trash and recycling pickup and enforce rules for both. Commissioner Tamara Pogue.
So to the extent that a disposal district can help our community develop some guidelines around that disposal and be more efficient in disposing of our waste, it will really help reduce some of those people-wildlife conflicts.
Properties in town limits would be exempt. The district is still in very early planning stages. December data is in, and Frisco posted record revenue in 2020. Town Council reviewed tax receipts yesterday, showing revenue of $10.58 million. That's up nearly 3% over 2019, up 9.5% over 2018. Not everyone was thriving, though. Hotels and inns suffered the most from shutdown, tumbling 35% over 12 months. Hotels were also the only Frisco industry that did not bounce back in October. Even restaurants rebounded in October, up 16% after losing double digits most of the year. This week on the State of Summit.
I don't necessarily see this as an every year thing. I don't know, but I don't think personally COVID's going away, and I do think this leads to a huge part of our community atmosphere. And nothing says neighborhood more to me than being able to walk around and see people out and about, not people locked in their steel cans.
That was Frisco Mayor Hunter Mortensen from yesterday's Town Council meeting. Council weighed pros and cons of last summer's pedestrian promenade experiment after hearing this from James, a local of 4 years.
It made my life so much better as a Frisco local.
85% of locals want the promenade to return, but council was not as enthusiastic. Councilman Dan Fallon, one of two opposed to the promenade.
Before COVID, Main Street wasn't broken in my world. The parklets were an interesting idea, and I think we can expand on that. But right now, I'm reticent to be giving up public space to private enterprise for their benefit without some other really demonstrated social benefit.
Andy Held is also on the fence, saying the promenade could make 6 months of CDOT road work even worse at the intersection of Highway 9 and Main Street.
That stresses me out that we're going to have all this traffic running right into that, coming off of Granite, turning right there at 6. I feel like that's going to be a huge mess.
Fallon and Held also worry that closing Main Street gives a few lucky businesses an advantage. But Councilwoman Jessie Burley says this is bigger than business.
Even if the why this summer isn't necessarily COVID related, the why is the community engagement and the energy that we saw come out of this project last year. Just about everyone agrees there will be some COVID limits again this summer. And with 3 months to plan, Andrew Aronson says the promenade can really shine.
I loved what it did for our town, what it did for the energy of our town. So my view is let's have a promenade and let's have it better.
Council did not decide what to do with Maine yet this summer. A vote is coming soon. In Breckenridge, the town is still surveying locals for its walkable Main Street. Tune in again next Wednesday for the State of Summit on Krystal 93. In sports, the Avalanche play the Coyotes tonight at 7. And in local sports, brought to you by American Family Insurance, the Weiss Agency, this coming Saturday is opening race of a 3-part uphill series at Copper Mountain, starting with a race from East Village to the top of Super B. Cost is $15, and racing is not virtual, with 3 heats of 25 people leaving at 6 a.m. Sign up at coppercolorado.com. The Tigers hockey team plays Crested Butte away tonight, and tomorrow is opening day of the State Alpine Ski Championships, starting with giant slalom at Loveland. Phil Lindemann, Krystal, 93 News.